So today, we are going to be taking a look at before the tutorial mission start. This will be the first event light cone that will be coming to the game very soon, so I will be going over how to get this light cone and how good it really is. As a quick disclaimer, this is still open to change, but I don't expect anything too significant, so it's possible that the stats we are taking a look at will remain exactly the same, or at least very close if they do end up making changes. Starting things off, how do you actually get this light cone? Basically, this new light cone will be one of the rewards in the new event that is expected to be coming in 1.1, so right after Jingya 1's banner. And if you have played Genshin Impact, the reward system for the events will sound very familiar. You will be able to get the light cone itself just by doing an activity. For this case, you will be completing an event puzzle. And as you participate more times, you will be able to get a special item that will let you superimpose up to tier 5. We still don't exactly know how to get the item that you need to superimpose the light cone, but referring to Genshin Impact, we always have some sort of event currency that you can use to buy the refinement item from the event shop. I'm sure that we will be getting more information about this very soon, so I will put any updates in the pinned comment down below. Moving on, let's talk about the actual stats. So this light cone is a 4-star item that is for the Nihility characters. At level 1, it has a 21.6 base attack, 15 defense, and 43 HP. Pretty much the same as every other 4-star Nihility light cone. When it comes to the passive, it increases the character's effect hit rate by 20%, and when the character attacks enemies that have reduced defense, they will regenerate 4 energy. These numbers are the one for the tier 1 light cone, the one with no superimpose, so the effect hit rate and energy regen can still go up, and it's doubled at tier 5. Just a quick refresher, effect hit rate is the chance of applying debuffs on the enemies. The higher the effect hit rate your character has, the higher their chance of applying a debuff. So this means that this light cone can be really good for any of the Nihility characters, because all of them have some form of debuff that they apply on the enemies. Moving on, let's talk about how good this light cone is and when you should be using it on which character. As we have mentioned earlier, this light cone can pretty much be usable for any of the Nihility characters. So we will take a look at how good this light cone potentially is for every Nihility character that we have. First up, we have Sampo. He has a talent that has a chance to inflict wind shear for 3 turns, but this only has a 65% chance to proc and doesn't scale with higher levels. So if you have this light cone on Sampo, he will have a little over 100% chance of applying wind shear on the enemy. This is really good because all of his attacks hit multiple times, and the fact that his talent counts multiple actions as independent triggers actually makes this light cone really good for Sampo. You will get 3 stacks of wind shear from his basic attack, 4 stacks from his ultimate, and you will easily get 5 stacks by using his 5-hit skill. So because of that, I can see this light cone being one of the best free-to-play options for Sampo. Next up, we have Pela. She is currently the only character that can fully utilize the effects from this light cone. As of making this video, Pela is the only character that can decrease the enemy defense. She can use her technique, which has a 100% base chance of lowering the defense of all enemies by 20% for 2 turns. And she can also use her ultimate. You can either have this light cone on Pela so that she can generate more energy, or you can also put this light cone on a different Nihility character so that they will generate more energy as long as the enemy has a defense reduction debuff. The benefit of having this light cone on Pela is it will give her more uptime on her ultimate. It's hard to exactly tell how much energy you will get because it highly depends on a lot of factors. But if you have a 5-star relic with energy generation main stat, you can expect to have her ultimate ready every 3 or 4 turns. Of course, it's still possible for you to get her ultimate up earlier or maybe later. It just depends on what happens during the fight. When it comes to wealth, this light cone can increase his chance of reducing the enemy speed using his normal skill. But generally, you are better off using a light cone like Good Night and Sleep Well or Eyes of the Prey, simply because wealth already has a pretty high chance of applying debuffs. Moving on to the characters coming soon, starting off with Kafka. It's pretty much the same case with Wealth, where she doesn't really need this light cone because she already has a high chance of applying debuffs. So you are better off using a light cone that will straight up increase her damage. Next up, we have Silver Wolf. This light cone can be one of your best options for her, simply because of how her kit works. She can reduce the enemy's defense using her ultimate, and she has another chance to apply defense reduction because of her talent. So this means that not only can she generate more energy because she is applying defense reduction herself, but this also means that she has well over 100% chance of applying a debuff using her talent. Her talent already has a 60% base chance to apply a random debuff at level 1. So this light cone definitely pairs really well with this character. After all, it's not a surprise that this is viable for her because her face is literally on the light cone's design. So yeah, this light cone is overall really good for most of the Nihility characters that we have, simply because of the nature of Nihility characters. And the energy generation can also be really good because it helps your characters get their ultimates up. With that being said, let me know what you think about this light cone. And if you have any questions, feel free to put it down in the comments below. As always, don't forget to leave a like, comment, subscribe. Thank you so much for watching and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.